Hi, greetings from the Utah State Capitol. It's Friday. I think it's the 27th today, so February ends tomorrow. It's going to be March soon. We've just got one week of the legislative session left. So I'm glad to report to you for the sixth time here this year to talk about some things we're working on, what's happened this week, and just kind of fill you in on some things that are going on. The first thing I want to talk about is my bill on the Jordan River. It's Jordan River restoration amendments. It's going to dedicate money, millions of dollars actually, in both state and matching funds that come from local communities along the river to clean up the riverbanks, remove the invasive weeds that drink up so much of that Jordan River water and prevent it from getting to the Great Salt Lake where it really needs to be. So we're going to clean up the riverbanks and then start building some access points so that we can get people on the river in canoes and kayaks. I'm excited about that. I think that we will come to appreciate and care for the Jordan River more as we love the Jordan River. And I think we'll love the river more as we use it. So I'm excited about that bill. It's passed all the way through in the Senate and is going to be up for its final vote in the House probably next Tuesday or Wednesday, where I anticipate it will pass. Representative Cheryl Acton of West Jordan is sponsoring that over in the House, and I'm happy to work on that together with her. Earlier this week, I was at an event at the State Fair Park right on the banks of the river where there was another announcement about a big private investment in the river, in that Fair Park and Power District area that I created with a bill that passed a couple of years ago. And one intended consequence of that bill was to bring in private dollars to help clean up that river. And so that's happening too. I'm really excited about that and was glad to have a chance to speak at that event. I want to thank those of you who have come up to visit me this week. And I want to pay a particular shout out to Mayor Burton, Dirk Burton of West Jordan, who I'm sure is watching the video. Thanks for coming up. He was able to sit with me on the floor and sit with other people too. You know, West Jordan actually has 4 senators representing the city, even though none of them live in West Jordan. But I was pleased to have him sit next to me. He's been up here a lot. Mayor Lauren Palmer from Herriman has been up here a lot. And today, actually, we honored on the floor of the Senate Herriman Police Chief Carr, who's retiring here I think at the end of this week. And he was Herriman's first and only police chief. So there'll be a change there. But we're just so happy for the service that he gave, the dedication that he's given to keeping our community safe. If you live in South Jordan and you think I named it wrong, no, South Jordan also has Police Chief Carr and their brothers. But it's only Herriman Police Chief Carr that is resigning. We also had a lot of students coming up here this week. I met students from Daybreak Elementary, Early Light Academy, South Jordan Middle School, and Joel P. Jensen Middle School. In fact, the middle schoolers that were here, they came at lunchtime, so we were able to bring them all out on the Senate floor to take a look around. And we actually had a nice debate about the cell phone bill that passed its final hurdle this week. So that's now off to the governor to sign it. It was really good to interact with the middle school students, get their perspective, tell them about my reasonings to support the bill, to be able to protect their mental health and attention in school. We also had students from Providence Hall. Now, that school's not in my district, but a lot of the people who attend it are. And I was able to have students from a government class, many of whom were my constituents, come and join me on the floor during debate. We got to talk about issues that they came up. I want to thank all of them. That was a really great experience for me too, to understand a youthful perspective. I also want to thank all of you who have taken the constituent survey. I've read them, reviewed the results. Thank you so much for filling that out and sharing your point of view. We'll share some of the results of some questions on that survey at our town hall meeting that comes up after the session. So watch your email box for that. And I hope to be able to see you at that town hall meeting. And if you have any questions, you want to share your point of view, please send me a text message. You're welcome to give me a phone call. I'll probably call you back if that's the case, or send me an email or come up to the Capitol. I'd love to have you join me on the Senate floor. The debates can get fun and a little bit raucous over here in the last week when we spend so much time on the floor and consider bill after bill. So if you're interested in that, let me know. You can also contact my intern. We'll get a time schedule for you to come up. But I really value hearing your perspective and respond to all those communications personally. So thanks again. I'll talk to you again next week when all this is over. Look forward to hearing your feedback. And remember, even though we're about 85% of the way through the session, we still have about 65% of the work left to do. So there's still plenty of time to let me know your thoughts about any issue that's of concern to you. Thanks so much and have a great weekend.